Welcome back to the Everyday Saint. I'm Catholic communicator E. Rosemary, and I'm so excited to bring you to the Loretto Chapel located in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And for this episode, we are doing it a little bit different. It's a self-guided tour. So I'm going to be able to bring you along to this chapel to see its beautiful sights and hear of reflections, especially with knowing how miraculous this chapel is. This chapel was built in 1852 by the Sisters of Loretto. They were sent there by the bishop to start educating the youth in the area. And the area that they were in of New Mexico at the time was an area of extreme poverty, a lot of disease and sickness. And so the sisters were sent here and they began to build a chapel. And as they built this chapel, unfortunately, as they were building the chapel, the architect actually passed away. And so now the sisters were left with a mostly done chapel. However, there was a beautiful choir loft that was built, but they had absolutely no way to get up to the choir loft because the staircase that was supposed to go along with this chapel actually never got built. This chapel was already built somewhat small scale, so there wasn't a lot of seating to begin with. So now they were in this predicament of the sisters can't really climb ladders very well with their habits on, right? And not only that, but they can't build a staircase to get up to the choir loft because it would take out too much seating. All of the architects that they talked to, no one could figure out an easy way to be able to make this staircase happen. The sisters, in their means for prayer, they prayed a 9-day novena. So if you don't know what a novena is, it's a 9-day long prayer. So each day, for those 9 days in a row, you pray a specific prayer asking for intercession or asking for a specific cause to be answered. And so these sisters prayed a 9-day novena specifically to Saint Joseph, who's the patron of carpenters, asking for the person who took on the role of protecting Mary and Jesus, especially his sisters, to ask for his intercession to protect them and help them out. I think that was a smart move on their end, personally. And on the 9th day of the novena, this is where the miraculous part of this story happened. On the 9th day of their novena, a carpenter arrived riding a donkey and was only carrying a hammer and a carpenter square. This man showed up. They don't know his name. They don't know where he came from. All they know is that on the 9th day of the novena, this carpenter showed up asking for work, asking if they needed help, and he builds this staircase. But remember, the sisters were extremely worried about the staircase because they didn't want to have to take out any seating for their congregation when they'd come to Mass. So what this carpenter did, he built a spiral staircase going up to the choir loft so that it didn't impede on any of the seating. But that's not just where it ends. This staircase makes 2 perfect 360-degree circles. It's known as a miraculous staircase because it was built without any nails. You go there are no nails, no screws. They only used wooden pegs, and he built this in the matter of about 6 months. It was built with wood that's not native to Santa Fe, that they don't know where this wood would have come from, how he would have imported it. It's built with 33 stairs. 33 perfect. Each were the same height, exactly the same, like a perfect staircase with 33 steps. 1 step for each year of Jesus Christ's life. But when he was done, he just up and left without a thanks and without any payment. And so now they don't know who this man is. The sisters put ads in the newspaper. They tried finding this man, did everything they could. They contacted local lumber stores to see if there was a man who fit the qualities of the man that had built their staircase. And they heard nothing back. They have no idea who this man was. Almost 200 years later, we can still see this staircase today. We believe that it was built by either St. Joseph or someone sent by St. Joseph to build this staircase. Because remember, the sisters were praying a novena to St. Joseph himself, who is the patron of carpenters. And it fits, it's this perfect staircase that in 1852, how would a carpenter had the means all by himself to build such a perfect staircase? That, when you look at a spiral staircase, there has to be support for it. There is no center support for this staircase. It all rests on the bottom stairs, which is again an architecturally miraculous thing. that even to this day, there will be people who are like specialists in carpentry and building staircases, architects, who come and marvel at this staircase because it is so miraculous and they cannot figure out how this would have happened. It is a miraculous staircase that we believe is built by Saint Joseph himself somehow, or someone sent by Saint Joseph, the patron of craftsmen, who of course would answer the call to these sisters to help them out to get up to the choir loft, and it still stands today. You can go marvel at it, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful just standing there and seeing it. It is like truly magnificent, and just like it's a really stunning, like you don't think a staircase would be like, wow, what a staircase, but you go to this chapel and it is like, wow, what a staircase. So thank you so much for coming along and going on this little tour of the Loretto Chapel, this self-guided tour today, and the self-guided podcast today about my reflections about the Loretto Chapel. My oh my, this was a beautiful, miraculous staircase to behold, and an example of a modern day miracle, right? Like we gotta keep our eyes out for them, and that's the glory of this tour and the glory of touring these shrines, is just that we get to see God's handiwork in the United States, day in and day out, because He is always present to us. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you.